Alrighty. Just gonna wait and see until the stream catches up, but I think we are live. If all works like it should. And yeah, today I'll be playing this boat most of the time. My MBK 161, which is stock still. With the main goal to just, progress my Russian coastal tree. So I guess we'll just get right into it and activate one of these boosters. Hopefully our matchmaking at 3-7 won't be too bad. So I haven't really played this BR in quite a while. I'm playing a lot of 3-0 with my Germans to get their coastal tree closer to completion. I did just remember that I also do have to get my British coastal tree recompleted again with a new boat. Still have to get it. So we might do some of that later on as well. There we go. Okay, Ireland Bay is actually a pretty good map for coastals like this. So let's see what we can do. It's same old, really, to be honest. I think the battle ratings where the BR changes are most noticeable are the reserves, like the 3-7s, 3-3-3-7s, and like early battleships. For cruisers, the balancing is pretty much the same, I'd say, with a few tweaks here and there. Late destroyers have had a bit more rough, with quite a few moving up a BR step. You see some more advanced cruisers. But largely, I'd say it's still the same. It's a bit better for the reserve destroyers, and it's a bit better for the early battleships. But that's about it. Okay, that is not what I want to see, because there's a force 3 up there then. So I haven't actually replayed this ship ever since they made these guns stabilized, so that's going to be interesting. Shell, and those 30 is going to tear me apart now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, one more stray hit and we're dead. That is why I didn't like seeing that thing. Also good to know that we are still completely unarmored. Because to my knowledge those 30s don't carry AP. But I could be completely wrong on that. Was quite well angled. I need to double check whether the thing actually carries AP or not. I think I also can't fire over the bow of this thing, so it's gonna be the roof. And it's a... oh, lovely. Or a vet on the point. Yeah, that's going to be death immediately. Okay. That's the best way to deal with that. Let's try to see if we can do something more of the 161 before jumping straight to the secret weapon that is the 204. But Orla is going to be a very big problem though for our team. They added this update, I believe, that little kill card. Where is this? Oh, he's in front of me, okay. We don't have any 4-3 coastals. We don't have any 4-3-4-0 coastals, okay. We do have an Okinovoy, which is like a 4-0. Actually, you can tell what it is. It's a 4-3 destroyer. We don't have much in terms of... Okay, we have two Okinovoys. Bagley, which is also 4-0. K2, which is 4. So we have some blue waters that are quite potent at this BR. And they're about to get into range, I believe. Speaking of potent blue water type ships, that's Misuzu. That's very scary. I don't want the 45 to anger the Isuzu, please. Thank you very much. This is going to be an awful position I'm taking, but very well. Wasn't doing too much damage to me, at least. I'm not doing too much damage to him in return, though. There we go. Ooh, 12 for 12. Where's the 12 for 12? There? What? What is he doing there? What's this going on? There we go. And an SKR. Okay, even better, I guess. Oh. You blew up. We're good. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. I really don't like the fact that my eyes are shooting at the Isuzu. There are definitely more interesting targets for them to try and focus on. Too much lead. And that's him behind a rock. Those are friendly torpedoes, I'm assuming. Just detonated on my hull. Yeah, the automatic weaponry is just not really worthwhile, I think. Do you keep forgetting that we need to switch that off? Actually, just there we go. Nope. And let's see what we can do with the 204. Don't have any AP on the 204 yet though, so it won't be too useful against the bigger boats. And I don't have my funny rockets either. And I don't get a lead calculator. Okay. Okay. And the angles are really awkward as well for this map. The HE is too small to really do any damage to a frigate like that. And a second I move into cover. I don't have line of sight on the PT200. That's fine, as I royally pissed off the Isuzu. So getting into cover is not a bad thing. And sending him to my radar. The first match will end in quite a unilateral defeat. Because our destroyers just couldn't get in here fast enough. Although I am really questioning what the hell on the or those two are doing. The Orna's still alive? Okay. That was not in my prediction. Good to know that we can gun it down with the 57 HE though. Very good to know. But I'm very surprised that it's alive, seeing, you know, there's destroyers over there. I've got the second SKR. Although it doesn't see me. But there's no way I'm making that capture point in time. There we go. And somehow still top of the team. Okay. That should tell you enough about how that match went, I guess. Is there a point in taking 76 AP? Yes, actually, especially now that they're stabilized. So let's go for the 76 AP first. And just keep going. And this doesn't get VT. Interesting. And yeah, this thing only has two 45s, 37, and two 76s. And at this BR, you definitely just want to keep the 76s on target. The other guns just won't have the damage output. And we wait. Bit of a shame I've already... Oh, hello, kind of. Bit of a shame I already completed my mission for the event. So I'm not doing that at the moment. On the other hand, it's already completed, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see. Bagley, so 4-0 again. Actually, let's see what the BRs are. 3-7, 3-3, okay. 4-0, 4-0, 4-3. So it is an uptier to 4-3. But we can try something. I've also noticed that this ship, for some reason, so the guns start, their starting position is dead flat, so horizontal, but they have to raise their guns first before the turrets turn. Which in my books definitely doesn't make this... Oh god, it's another 206. It's the same guy in the 206. I'm not going to jump in front of his guns again after what he did last match. So he's going to mark him for the team. And prepare. I already have for today. It's really not that difficult. I've been playing my German 3-0s. We just, you know, research attack for a bit. At the same time doing the task. I find that doing my high-tier coastal grind is really one of the better ways to grind the events. At least for me. Because that way I won, you know, grind my ghost trees to get top tier bonus, the top tier score bonuses. Or almost top tier score bonuses. And I don't have to run into meta battleships. Although the other way I could do this, of course, is just take a rank 5 coastal and then just some destroyers. Which would be a little bit more fun, I think. Can I yoink to kill? He's stopping. I thought he was going to keep moving, so I didn't yoink to kill. Very sad. I did stop the cap though, which makes me worry that of all this entire team list, that was the only coastal. No, we're wrong. There's more, there's more. There's a PJ2 out there somewhere, an AFD, and as well as a PT-59. Do seem to be pretty resistant to 40 mils. It also helps that this boat is really difficult to hit from long range, as it's a very low profile. More 4-0s and 4-3s. Fun times. Guaranteed. So we're going to die. So let's just try and do as much damage as possible. Not just hit a rock in front of us, maybe. Be a good start. Did do a fair bit of damage to him. Really did get knocked out. Yeah, this battle rating is going to be a lot rougher than I thought it would be. So I might have to just jump into my German 4-0s after this, or 3-0s rather. Or those British coasters I said I was going to grind as well. Aircraft, please. 37? 37, please. Actually elevate? No? Okay. That's fine. See the tip of his bow. You can hold break coastals, although that area might not be... was going to reverse further, but he didn't. Come on. There we go. Good slap. And a good kill. That's going to be the... Is someone at 6 premium? I don't remember. AP would have been nice here to shoot his midsection. And our destroyers are again out doing nothing. It also seems a lot of destroyers aren't yet aware that you can take your destroyer into these islands now. Like you can sail through these shallows with your destroyers nowadays. And it seems many people haven't realized it yet. Oh, someone else is shooting him. Those will be rockets from a 204? No, from the 12-12, okay. That's kinda good. So I prefer not to beach myself. There we go. Flash BJ2. Ooh boy, 2 of them. Let's put guns on all targets maybe. For 12 is going to be the death of me, but I can't really afford switching targets. I want to knock out this too. But never mind. Couldn't quite do it. And the problem now is if I respawn, I'm just dead meat. So we'll just do that and see what happens. Will we get a good spawn like this? Okay. I'll take the spawn. Although at the same time, it doesn't mean I can't get any easy spawn kills. And again, we're top of the team, which I really don't like seeing with this many destroyers around. How did the PGO2 get the kill on the Yukikaze? I don't know, but it did happen. So many of them. They've got like 4 coastals around and still our destroyers are losing. Gone. Firing angle, where the firing angle? Not quite. Come on, gun. I don't know how this boat is angled, so I don't know what I'm shooting. No, he's just... He has the advantage there because he has really low velocity shells. And of course he got me out, just as going to shoot again. So let's get into cover. I think there's an aircraft very angry with my existence. So you need to be careful about that. Please don't actually run aground here, thank you. The real shame this thing doesn't cut VT, though it wouldn't have saved me anyways because I don't have them locked. Luckily it didn't go for me. The Ukikaze's anti-air and barely scratching it is also quite disappointing. Oh well. Back to reversing to see if we can shoot any coastals. Our destroyers have finally secured the outer two caps. So that's good. I'm in a blind spot. No good, no good, no good. No good. No, we need to repair the gun because it's my only gun. And I'm wrecked. Well, let's see what we can do with a strike aircraft. If you're struggling with up tiers, like I am currently doing, sometimes you just have to deal with it. Do as much damage as you can and see where you get. Somehow I'm still top of the team, even in the full up tier that's really destroyer heavy. But well, well, for coastals it is a bit different because I can choose to not engage with the destroyers in a coastal. When it comes to cruisers and the like, if you get up tiered in them, it's just rough. Quite a few maps nowadays do have a little bit more cover as you come out of spawn of cruisers. But sometimes you just have to realize, yep, yeah, you're going to die really quickly. So you just have to try and do as much damage as you possibly can. Okay, I need to choose a target. That's a 12 for 12, that's a 30 mil. And that's an AFD. That's a lot of destroyers of angry anti-air. Is there something over here to bomb? Not really. So let's see if there's anywhere we can go. Am I seeing this correctly, that they genuinely just have two... Okay, they have a third destroyer over there sneaking around, but they have two destroyers on the sea plank. And we are being pushed back? Really? They're not particularly good destroyers, and we have this Ukikaze going in close range to abandon the sea point. So we're going for that destroyer in front. That Barker's going to get torpedoed off to my right, if he's not careful. The thing is, my bomb fuse is way too short for this kind of attack, so we are going to probably die. That's a Hatsuharu. I thought both. They were hits, I think. And we'll see what it does. We're out. Oh well. Let's see if we can see anything interesting happen. That's a fresh spawn. That's a fresh spawn, but for some reason spawned in a cruiser spawn. Always good to see. Let's see if there's something going on over near the sea point. Yeah, dude, that's Hatsuharu's underwater and got sunk. No, that's a coastal boat in there, isn't it? It's a barge. But yeah, this Clemson is moving around the capture point. The Surprise is far away from it. Okay, all interesting plays, you could say. Where's it? Yukikaze, there it is. Yukikaze is on B, but not decapping it. Why? Because there's a coastal... There's the IFD 3 right next to him. There we go. There's maybe hope, if you can actually deal with enemy coastals. Which seems increasingly unlikely. There we go. What we'll do is we'll go back to hangar and just jump straight into the next match, hoping that we won't get the same group of people again. I like that. Andaman Sea is a really bad map for a barge. So, well, let's make the best of it. Oh, usually I'd spawn there to try and take control of the direct coastal spawn, but the problem is, if we're severely up-tiered again, which we are to 4-3, and a PR206 or another 4-3 spawns up there, I cannot contest it with the barge. So we're spawning up here. We'll probably go for the A point still, as that's more covered and won't leave us as vulnerable as the open B point to destroyers. We'll see what happens. Let's keep an eye on the kill feed to see what is going to go on over there. So yeah, Albatross 204, I would not be able to directly contest either of those in this barge. So that's why I did not spawn over there. Of course, and there's a 204, okay, there's 206 as well. That immediately killed me with HE. I'm kind of surprised that the 30 mil HE will just shred me apart whilst the Bofors has real trouble with me. Although the Bofors doesn't really struggle, he just struggles to hit. The problem is that he's being really aggressive, and I can punish that, I believe. Although there's not us right there as well. And they're all getting into cover. Oh boy, yeah, no, this is definitely a bad idea. As I immediately detonated it on getting my spawn protection off. So they're just heavy coastal team again. And quite honestly, let's just get in quickly, die, and go to the next match, because this is lost. At least on the coastal front. They've got an amateur 2, not us. Or 2, I think, even, I saw. They're going to just tear apart the entire coastal area. But that should mean that our destroyers have a really good shot at actually winning the game. If only some of them didn't spawn at the cruiser spawn. Okay, where's the 206? Where is he? It's over there. Yeah, no, we can't push into it. He's gotten an aggressive position that we cannot push into. Unless he's careless. And we can just kill him like this. Oh, come on, really? There we go. Come on, kill him, please kill him. There we go. That's an AI, I believe. And there is my death. trying to go for any and all exposed crew that that ship has. Which is the bridge, the turrets. Can I even penetrate the upper hull, maybe? Not really. It has a 75 though, which is causing me trouble, and there it goes. But yeah, we were never going to win that. Our team is constituted. So that is just straight back to hangar. That quickly. And just to battle again. We did lose Fiji, but that's kind of disappointing with the amount of destroyers we had at the end there. But that will just happen. Still making decent research at least. Although it will take a while before I actually get anywhere. Okay, Norway is a bit of a better map, one I'm a bit more familiar with. Small match. For now. 3-0, okay, 2-7. Are we looking at a potential down tier? I think we are, seeing as we're 3-7, there's a 2-7 in the lineup. We're looking at a down tier. I shouldn't get cocky, because 3-7 still has a lot of dangerous boats, but no PR-26s, no dangerous 4-0s. So let's see what we can do around this area. Sadly, I'm not maneuverable enough to make it to that corner. That's definitely my more favorite battle area. Well, we could maybe do a long turn. So we'll poke our nose around this corner. And just turn around, or turn away. Or poke around whilst turning away. Let's see, if I go... Can I control... Oh, I can control the 45s as well together. Okay, I'll do that. That'll definitely be a bit more useful. Okay, we are contesting the sea point. Our team is, I should say. You love to see it. 2-7 dies immediately, you 1 death quits in his premium boat. Still a small match. And that's what we want to see. Somebody poking around the corner. Go. Steinmark him. That's an AI in front of us, luckily. And with direct control of 45s, can let the other guns actually do just anti-air. Because it's just a 37 and 2 50 guns. That should be more than plenty. Alrighty. We haven't captured the sea point yet, but we're in a good position. And our KA is about to just enter it. ballistics of the 45s are a little bit different, so I do have to take this into account. Somewhat at least. But being able to fire those 4 guns together is really great. Rocked around there by the rough seas, which is not great. We'll struggle actually hitting the ammo racks in those SF-40s, at least the lights. On the heavies they're really easy to find because they're just in the middle in between the guns. But on these 20s they're like on the edges. They seem to be somewhat resistant to HE splash. Assist, I'll take that, I guess. Enemy has captured a sea point, okay. I think it's a British boat, it's an SGB, yeah, there it is. Is he going to be stupid enough to just push out? Is he going to do that? Let's put gunners on all targets for a second. Doesn't immediately look like it. Let's keep a close eye, okay, I'm right that guy. Oh, please keep pushing, please keep pushing. Or get killed by somebody else, that's also fine. Now we do need to get to the points urgently, because I would really like to win this match, seeing as it's a full down turn. Is an HMS Vega about. That's a very big threat. Ah, we've already lost that many of our ships, that's not great. So, well, the Elwyn could maybe do some more stuff. But I get the distinct feeling we might actually not have the momentum to take all the points back. Not in time, at least. And this part especially. Front of me that really actually requires my attention. And it's you, the British boat again, as well as an SF-40 heavy. There we go. The SF-40's ammo rack is right there in the middle, in between the guns. If my guns want to cooperate with me, there we go. But yeah, game's gonna be over way before I can get into the cap, sadly. Should still be a good result with the skill bonus and stuff. I sadly didn't get that one. That's a real shame that we lost so many people so quickly. But hey, even with a defeat, 4,000 RP, oh, almost 5,000. I'm not complaining. And a decal, apparently. Okay. Is this the bad or the good? This is the bad shell. Okay, darn. So it's this one I want to get. So FP next. It is that one, right? So this one has 56. Oh yeah, I definitely need to get this one at some point. This has a really high TNT equivalent, but its muzzle velocity is so low. It's next to useless. And we'll keep going. I think after I get this last daily bonus done, I'll get that new British boat that I still need to get. So my British coastline is complete once more. And then we'll do some more Russians. And now we wait again. Oh, never mind. We won't wait. Norway again. Okay. Do we have the same luck? No. 4-0, 3-3, 3-3, 3-0. So no PR2 is 6s. Okay, let's try this, shall we? Oh, hold on. Let's take some AP shells. Okay, spawned facing the correct direction this time. We have a Marne supporting us, great. Marnes are really, really dangerous coastal vessels. And arguably almost shouldn't have a coastal spawn, but oh well. Layer Asheville, okay. That's something to look out for. Using those 45s together with the main guns is really great for the ship. I should have tried it much earlier. Right. I crumpled quite quickly. I'll take that assist. It'd be a shame that's an AI that stole it, but it's fine. For the most part. We've lost control of B, but we are contending the C point quite well. Okay, that's very good to see. Somebody won't have quit on the enemy team. Ours are still alive. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move to the B point. Because this Marne should be more than enough firepower to cover the C point. So it should. We can never be certain. Assistant is name. Take those. Oh, hello there. A guy that probably captured the B point. And probably launched some torpedoes in my direction. So let's keep this course for a little bit. Enemies on the A point, not great. We will keep moving. Should probably really go for the speed upgrade on this ship afterwards. Because 21 kph is quite slow. Well, very lucky ammo rack. I was not aiming for one. I was just aiming for a pot shot. But we will take those. Gladly even. Just want to see where he is. Okay, he's over there. Okay, we're capturing the A point now. Great. There's a Whitby on the enemy team though. That's going to be dangerous. And we've got somebody moving on to the B point. Yeah, fantastic. I can stay in the area then. This is going to be cruel, but it has to be done. We've lost a Marne to the Whitby. That is understandable. Oh, and we've got enemy destroyers moving in.
Attack the enemy.
We've lost a few players though, luckily. And the loss of B isn't the greatest disaster as long as we can keep hold of A. But I need to start preparing for destroyers pushing into the C point. And of course, keep torpedo boats trying to go to the C point at bay as well. There's another player luckily, but still. Whitby claims another victim. Enemy aircraft, so let's put the gunners on air targets only. So I don't exactly get jumped. Whitby got ammo racked by PT-59. Alrighty. PT-59 has no torpedoes, so that must have been a gun kill. Or a misattributed turret fire. Who knows? Stuka, it's really this dangerous target out there. It would be good if we just stay put. Or not. Hello. Of course my 76 is aiming at space. There we go. That is still our cap. And I tend to keep it that way. There goes another ammo rack that I wasn't really aiming for. But we'll always take those. Player fire mile, so we need to be careful. Torpedoes are being launched quite sporadically. I'm not sure if they're accurate. One of them definitely is, so I need to reverse. I need to move. I can see the torpedo trail right there. I don't see any others, so as long as I move out of that one, I should be safe. I think there was another one going in that direction and then one going in this direction. So I should be safe now. Yeah, I'll be safe. Torpedoes are not as loud as they used to be when passing you. They're still audible. The guns. And start shooting. So we're gunfire coming from that spawn, but I think we're fine, really. There's also another high skill bonus, some more bonus RP. An awful lot of gunfire pointed at something inside of its spawn. I have no clue what it is. I assume it's just another AI. It's an AFD. An AFD-3 even. Can I lock my shells over that? I think he's even behind another layer of rock, isn't he? He is. I was about to knock him out. Oh well. Still, very much a good match. And that's another modification done. Let's get this one to get my 45s on target faster. Then my 76s are pretty quick. I don't think they need them any quicker. I might go for propeller rope. Actually, I need 2, so I'll go for those 2 upgrades next. But first, now that we have our daily RP bonuses run out, let's go to Britain and go to their coastals. What could be fun to play? I think Brantford Liscombe would be fun. Are they in my 2-3 lineup? Brantford is. And a bunch of premium ones. Where's Liscombe in this one? Not yeah, that's a fine replacement. Do I not have my cam on this? Or is it Brantford? Ah, it's Brantford as the camo, okay. So let's do this for a little time. Until I get that new boat. And then I'll move back to the Russian coastals. Arabian Sea could be fun. 3-3. We are on a full up there. But the Brantford and Liscombe can kind of hold their own at this BR. I think... Oh, would it be better to be aggressive at A or B? I think B would be better. Because all the other enemy heavy hitters are going to go to A. I kind of want to avoid direct confrontation like that. Are all targets? Can I actually manual control this? No. Okay. This might be a very bad idea depending on whether or not the enemy actually has destroyers. Because at 3-3 they can have destroyers. There, an enemy. Brentford. No hits. Probably going to be best off actually third person commanding the gun. I want to get real close. Maybe for the time being, let's just keep it standard. Not enough lead, not by a long shot. I'm going to show broadside to unleash all the guns. Does this guy behind the rock have a torpedo? Didn't actually manage to check. I should have tunnel vision because if he comes around and gets ready for a torpedo drop, it'd be very dangerous. That's not happening yet. He does have torpedoes. Could have gone for a torpedo rush, but instead we got ammo racked. And okay, some torpedoes did actually cross my path. But by sheer dumb luck, I managed to dodge them. Okay, we can really bully this guy if we shoot near the 37. Hit near the 37, because that's where the ammo rack is. And that will actually cause fatal detonation. If you can actually, you know, cause the detonation. Yeah, I think it was actually a crew kill. I will be taking those any day as well. Bridge is knocked out, causing me to be uncontrollable, or at least less controllable. I think there's a frigate. There's a frigate. But that's not the one shooting me, that's the one shooting me. That means Zuchi, which is a 3-3. So I'm going to be hurting quite a lot from it, although it doesn't seem to be doing an awful lot of damage to me. I think it's also firing HE at me, and that's why. If it were firing AP at me, it would be doing a lot more damage. Careful, not too boastful. Let's just reverse back into cover. This guy's listing quite heavily for some reason. We will make use of that. Might have been hit by artillery or something somewhere. We are now out of sight mostly from the frigate. But definitely not in the clear yet. And it seems we've had a good fortune of a team that's managed to hold on to the A point themselves. Now, hello there, PG-59. I'm actually quite low health, so you do have a fair chance of killing me. going to decap, but it doesn't matter. Yet. Okay, now we're lost both caps. I might have spoken too early when I said that my team was seemingly holding the A point themselves. But they should be able to. Am I missing chat messages or something? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about there, George. Hello, Ikizuchi. Yeah, please don't have that gun. Load sap, we're going to try and American. If my gun wants to cooperate. It didn't. That's a real shame. So now we need torpedo boats. Torpedo boats and even more torpedo boats. Do I have torpedoes on this thing? No, I do have depth charges. Archer it is. Oop. Okay. But now I need to find a way to sneak up on him without just getting obliterated. I'm not gonna lie, I think the complaints about Soyuz are just sheer copium. Yes, it is a very strong ship. Yes, its armor is really good. Even its guns are really good. But it's just a good ship. It being paper has nothing really to do with it. Like, sure. Realistically, maybe the Soviet Navy would never have been able to actually make a ship like that. At least with that certain armor value. But it doesn't matter. I still have depth charges if he dodges. I still have depth charges if he dodges, but he will dodge. He didn't dodge. This is why you need a torpedo boat. And also maybe partially why that if you're in a frigate and you capture a point, you shouldn't push into close islands like that. I'm actually also kind of surprised that torpedo hit. It would have hit the tip of his bow. It's gonna take me a while before I get to my own Soyuz. I think my Russian blue water is my least developed at the moment. It does look like a pretty fun ship at least. I think the main issue people have with Soyuz is that one, it's good and good paper, and two, that Yamato is so bad in comparison. Ooh, what is this? Shooting right in front of me? Might it be the Shonan I saw earlier? Yes, it is the Shonan. So we're just gonna lie and wait here in ambush. Wait patiently for the torpedoes to reload. And then we'll... most of the time I think it is just range related, but the reason Yamato suffers is because yeah, the armor scheme is just not good for the range in game. Whilst Soyuz's armor scheme is really good for the... Okay, we're good. I heard that bomb whistle a little late and got a little worried. So none spotted, torpedoes ready. We go in for the run. We're clear of the island, torpedo 1. Torpedo 2 has been knocked out. And have been detonated, but does he notice the first torpedo? He doesn't. Now the torpedo's gonna hit. The torpedo's gonna hit. And torpedo has hit. And okay, one game was all it took for me to still get that MTB. You see, I haven't actually played that battle rating of battleships anymore since getting my Yamato and spading my Yamato, almost. So I don't actually know what the meta has been like in terms of Soyuz. Ordering crew later, I don't really need it at the moment. Yeah, Sharners was... I know Sharners was at OP. Which... Good to know it's no longer that OP because of the Barbat Fires thing. But okay, there we go, Britain recompleted. Back to Russian coastal. I'm still really looking forward to the next few updates though. I think they're going to be really fun. Or, well, interesting. Because the next update is only, you know, a month or so away. Well, a month and a half. Let's see, when actually is the September update? Is it late or early September? Because I get the feeling it's middle/early. Okay, yeah, the September update is mid to early September. So, DevBlock seasons should be in a month's time again. Fun times. And we've got our new event, well, new event code going on at this moment. Which is... I mean, as a Japanese man, I don't mind another piece to my collection. But it's something. Also, we didn't get any boats in the battle pass, did we? I think we got them in a crate. Yeah, Zippo and Cadiz, not bad. Both kind of, one is decent, one is unique. But I'm really interested to see what the September update will do for Naval. Ireland Bay, okay. This could be rough, could be good. What is our team like? 4-3, full up tier. We'll be seeing PR-26s, won't we? Okay. Lubeck, ooh. But only Lubeck, ooh. Oh, we can try our best. You like it? I haven't actually yet played the new, the one where they are you talking about the new islands or the new capture point positions? Because they updated Franz Josef Land again with new capture point positions from my knowledge. And I haven't played that one yet. And I'm not entirely sure what to think of it based on where the capture points are. Oh, have you been liking it? Oh, well, I will say on the one hand, you won't get much ruined by coastals anymore. There is still a coastal cap, there is still a capture point where coastals can fight over, but it's no longer the main point for coastals. Like, coastals don't decide the match anymore, I guess. But I still don't like that southern cap all the way out just in open water. I'm not really the biggest fan of that. I really should play battleships again, grind some more of that. We just haven't been in the mood recently. And I think it's a bad time to grind battleships as well during the event. So I'm probably going to stick with my coastals for the time being. So granted, 3-7 coastal isn't that much better. We've got to spade these boats at some point. So they have a Marne. I think I saw an albatross earlier, but I'm not sure if that's a German albatross or the Italian. It's a German albatross, okay. Ammo rack potential? No, he's reversing. Okay, never mind. Oh, what's that? What's that? What are you? Oh, it's an albatross pushing a spawn. Always fun. I think that's probably my biggest gripe with this map, is just how easy spawn pushing is in aggressive coasters like that. The problem is, if he's really going to go for a spawn push, I will... No, he isn't. Oh, disgusting. Okay, the other way around I go, I guess. Just behind him. Look at this. If you have a coastal disadvantage and the enemy has a coastal advantage on this map, it gets really rough really quickly. Although that's most coastal maps really. Because yeah, we don't have a... We have some decent blue waters, we have a lot of decent blue waters. But they don't seem to be really approaching at any appreciable speed. And I've also now learned that this thing is really, really bad at swapping sides for its main armament. So you want to keep all your targets on one side and one side only. Ooh, I almost samaracked him. Is he going to reverse? No, he doesn't.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, I think higher cruisers like that aren't that fun to grind anyways. And during the event, you always have to be careful. Oh, Roanoke is very neat. I think it's a very cool cruiser. But yeah, the reason I say that Roanoke would be a bit rough to grind, especially during an event, is because what people do during events is take their most performant lineups, their most seal clubby lineups out for play for usage. And 6-0s, I think, is Roanoke a 6-0? It should be, right? So you'll fight 7-0s. There's not that many 7-0s left anymore, but a lot of 6-7s. 6-7s have a lot of good battleship lineup, especially the British one. You also have 6-0 and 6-3 battleships that are very popular. So you're going to be fighting a lot of those, I think. Although at the same time, I'm not too sure. I should probably play some more of my 6-0 cruise and see what happens. I mean, yeah. I do actually like a lot of the foldering. Because folders are always great now that folded vehicles cost half off. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of sweats around events. There always are. So that makes playing suboptimal ships kind of painful. Yeah, if you grinded out all of those ships before they got folded, that's a bit of a shame. If they just grinded them just before they got folded. I know somebody who got all of those American heavy cruisers like the week before the update. And that's rough. Okay, I'm going to be doing something dangerous now. And that is move into a position where my enemies might be on both flanks. Ah, yeah, like that. That's also annoying. I think I've had that happen twice to me. Like with the same vehicle. Actually, no, it's happened in tanks with me. I don't think it's happened to me in naval yet. rock. The rock stole my kill. Ooh, we've got a Lubeck pushing through and 9 army, great. Ambitious rocket. Please hit, smack him right in the Amarak. There we go, right in the Amarak. Right where he should get smacked. Let's fire some AP against the destroyer. Although the HE could be quite as effective as well. Just smacking it in the superstructure. The Omahas are genuinely great cruisers. Well, fun cruisers, I wouldn't say great, but fun cruisers. And people who sleep on them really shouldn't. I mean, yeah, they are interwar cruiser types.
Most of the zones are under control.
Got the kill for that shield, that's nice.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
I always like being in a coastal vessel fighting them on blue waters. I think it's quite fun to me, being a different skill. I have Amaraked Omahas in the past, but it's really difficult. You can do it with a really big shell at long range, because then you'll dive into their magazine, the front magazine. But it's really difficult and you really shouldn't go for an Amarak on an Omaha. Killing them is a lot easier. Lots more consistent, rather. And I think I now actually had a team that's quite competent, and the battle is just going to escape me now. Which is a sad fate you often have in these kind of barges. So yeah, does the sub overcome really? I mean, yeah, it could. The Diamo has a very narrow ship. What you have to try and do is just hit engines directly.
Victory is near.
And overpens will still destroy crew compartments and stuff, if you just hit them directly. I do remember the crew layout in the Omaha is a little bit awkward. There's quite a bit of empty space. It was a great match this, but I'll take it. It's better than dying 3 times instantly. Hidori's being 3-7 is and has always been the biggest meme to me. As an avid Japanese enjoyer, that is something I will never explain away. Okay, let's stop that. I didn't want to annoy the Lubeck too much.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
I would say that they just look... well, I wouldn't say bad, but I'm a fan of all Japanese ships. Oh, I wouldn't say they're bad. They're not great, but what 5.0 cruiser is, to be honest. Be gone, Ultras. I wouldn't put Shonan at 3-7 though, Ken. I really wouldn't. Akazuki is potent enough, sure. I can see why they moved it up. Again, the thing that you have to remember, right, is you don't need to see their BR movement compared to their peers, but compared to their extremities of what they can face. Akazuki 100% is too powerful for a 3.7 lineup to face. So I can understand it getting moved up. It now having to fight 6-0s because of it is a bit of a shame. But it's as effective as any other destroyer really at fighting 6-0s. You really shouldn't underestimate how potent that HE is nowadays. It just doesn't do well against armor. So most cruisers and most American destroyers really. But it's really not that bad. And arguably, I think Akazuki is a very nice backup for the Kuma and Sendai. Well, not Kuma, Tama nowadays, isn't it? I keep wanting to call it Kuma, but it isn't Kuma. Yeah, now we just wait for something to move in front of our guns, really.
Стоп, машины! Трёмной группе осушить отсеки.
Maybe you can look for a destroyer to shoot again. Trying to aim at the 45s, not the 76s here. But actually, kind of good lead, I think. I just can't get the angle correct. Oh, how low is this? I may have angered him off, or pissed him off, and that's a bad idea, but game's over, so who cares? And another 4,500 RP. And a camo. Lovely. And I don't really like the unicolor Russian one too much. Let's get propeller replacement next. At a whopping 14,000 RP. And let's see, what does that camo look like? It's not bad. Just a darker grey. I can make this boat look absolutely atrocious, which I think is fitting. And we'll just keep on going. Golden Bay can be a fun one, although where do I want to line up? I'm too slow to cross this gap safely, so actually I should be going here and then maybe positioning myself in between here somewhere. And up tier check, yes, 4-3. We haven't had any 4-7 matches yet, which is at least good. But 4-3 might as well be just as dangerous. Got a grappling, that's nice. Some more people coming in. They have a 206. The bane of my existence. Because for some reason its 30 mils will just shred me apart.
Все машины назад. Лево руля.
206 does seem to be over near the sea point. So that's how they can deal with that issue. And it dealt with that issue. Lovely. No real enemy coastal presence near the B point, which makes me very tempted
Лево на борт.
to move to the B point myself. So let's do just that. Move to the B point ourselves. I'm not entirely sure what the S-38's plan is. It's just sitting behind that boat. Maybe it's to just wait for an ambush on a blue water vessel. Just looking at where that Russian destroyer is going is a fair point, really.
Право руля. Цель. Эсминец.
Oh, he isn't very hurt either. That's not good. That's going to make our life kind of difficult. Kind of difficult.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
The S-38 is now on the move, but I'm immediately running face first into 103. So that's... yeah. So there's no... oh, there's a ship there, okay. It's in third person, actually didn't see the ship there. The Leningrad seems to be moving behind the cargo ship. And if that's the case, it would be great. He isn't. Never mind. Three has moved from cover. Time to blast him. I will never understand people who bring reserve PT boats along with the reserve destroyers. I think it's a good idea. Because it just never is. Is he going in front of us? He is. We're not in a good position. Oh, okay, that's a violent bump. Take out the main guns first. Just the main guns, really. Since it's a Leningrad, so it's a premium. It's one of the old premiums, so it's has a lot of anti-air. We should probably switch the main guns to AP and try to hit the engines. Please penetrate the engines. he is repairing. He's just okay. Never mind. We got this. We got this. Never ever repair your engines under combat circumstances like this, because people can just keep shooting them then. Okay, I did miss the B point because of it, but it should still. I was about to say it should still be fine, and then I saw an SKR, and now my day is ruined. Quite a few aircraft around as well, which is a bit scary. Let's load the AP, because we could kill an SKR with AP. Come on, second main gun, there we go. It's SKR or 7, okay. They're decapping the C point, that's great. Rocket artillery. I shouldn't have wasted my shells on the PT boat. I could have maybe Amarak to move the first AP salvo. But no, he decided to immediately rocket me. Which, I mean, fair play, I would have done the exact same. But at the same time, I would have at least like a fighting chance. So I immediately load the AP again. Where's his aircraft? Oh, there's the aircraft. Okay, go for it, go for it. He's carrying torpedo. He torpedoed the SKR? You know what? I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that at all. Got an MTB-11. There was something to see, but it no longer is. And whatever it was on the sea point isn't killing the MTB. For some reason. Oh, 183, okay. Another aircraft, A88. And there is another SKR. Why did it not work? Because I lost lock, that's why. What just blew up over there? Marking again. There's where the PT boat is. There are 2 SKRs. Great. A rare but based AI decap. Which then of course immediately drew the attention of the SKRs. Because hey, target inside the capture point. Oh, never mind, he turned away. Away. What is firing? Oh! Yeah, that makes sense. I never really got the full use out of those 57s when I played Waikisha. He's making good use out of them against the SKR. I actually need to look at the 85mm riverboat again, why it's a lower BR, but I'm not too sure. I think it's just because it has worse secondary armament. And to be honest, a longer reload on 85s might actually not be better. Should be able to share this capture point. Not much of a victory for me, sadly, but it's better than nothing. If we do actually win this match. He's doing behind me, is he? No, is he? There goes a rocket barrage from an SKR against the Grafton. This seems largely intact. Friendly aircraft overhead. Oh, looking at the assist for that, okay. Completely messed up my lead. More rockets flying over. Let's load AP again in case the SKR pushes. Also, I think the PT-10 is much more prepared in case the SKR pushes. We've seen the torpedoes. And he's gonna go for it. That's a very bad idea, PTA-10. No, put one torpedo away. Will it be enough? Will it be true? It's looking alright. It's looking alright. It missed. Well, this is not gonna end well, is it? I missed. I missed. I was too far behind. What do I do now? Because both aircraft and boat approaches are not really optimal against an SKR, at least without any torpedoes. That's a lineup. One destroyer and then 2 reserve PT boats. Okay. It's not even the reserve destroyers, you couldn't spawn them more than once. Okay. At least this guy still has his reserve. But yeah, this is not looking good. A bit of luck that SKR is not using his air search radar. Douglas just missiled the SKR. But he's going to lose that fight. B5N is going in. What is the B6N rather? Is it a torpedo? It is a torpedo. Will he do it? That is way too close to him, man. The torpedo would never have armed. That is a poor showmanship of that B6N's torpedo skills. Okay. Okay. Change target, change target. And never mind, wing is gone. However, that destroyer is not at the B point. So, we might be able to sneak onto the B point. Yes,
Attention to the designated grid zone. Somebody attack him. Thank you very
this is definitely still going to be a defeat though. Because we just don't have control of the A point. Don't have control of the C point. So this is just a defeat. Plain and simply.
Цель. Эсминец.
Yes, please fly straight at me. That always helps. You just fly straight at me. Ooh, that's a bad spot for that guy to be. For me at least. That also doesn't help. But this is all I can do, really.
Цель. Эсминец.
We just don't have anything left.
Есть поражение. Аварийной группе. Ликвидировать пожар.
Of course, I got 2 of my 3 engines.
Аварийной трюмной группе. Приступить к борьбе за живучесть.
From the other side, shooting at me now. There's an aircraft flying straight at me too. Once again, I don't really mind if an aircraft is flying straight at me because I can just shoot them. Do a pop-up attack over the cargo ship, or try to maybe. Be gone. In your backup, my apes.
Все машины назад.
I need to stay on that cap, but I just can't. Let's get out of it. Please just reverse. The thing is, I've got a Leningrad look bearing down on the ASAP. I think actually no. He's gonna capture the C point, so it doesn't matter anyways.
Лево руля. Стоп, машины. Самый полный.
Will it be succeed in a second torpedo run? Yes, he did.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Awesome.
But yeah, I'm done now, basically. The 109 does indeed not have bombs. Granted, he might have already spawned the bomber, but yeah, taking a strike aircraft would have been a much better idea. Especially if in your US lineup. Does he not have a strike fighter? Well, seeing as all of his aircraft are premiums, he might just not have an actual strike fighter.
Прямо руль.
What to do, what to do?
The enemy has captured most of the strategic
Yeah,
zones.
that's gonna be game over. Is there anything I can farm a few more points of damage on? I don't think so. By the time the tickets bleed.
Отступить к
And there we
базу.
go. Yeah, not too bad at least. Yep. Somewhere I sell. And yeah, 5,000 RP, I'm not complaining about it. 6,000 almost. Actually, that's a fair chunk towards the propeller replacement. 4161. And we'll just keep going. And we have Golden Bay again. I think this time around we're going to be a bit more aggressive into moving into the B point. But still from that side though. Still that kind of hook. Not through the front, because then I really limit myself in terms of my armament. So I definitely want to go over here, so we have a line of sight like that. And then when it's clear we can move into the B point proper and have our guns on the right side.
Местам стоять. Якорь
That's the
сниматься.
plan at least.
Самый полный. Право руля.
If we are down tiered, which we are, I will play it more aggressively.
Лево руля.
Because I am a 3.7 boat in a full down tier, I need to be present and dishing out as much damage as I possibly can. We have a friendly destroyer. And a hostile PGO-2.
Лево на борт. Боевая тревога.
Where is that guy? Over there already, okay. I've been playing that boat a lot with the German Navy recently to spade it. And I've been really liking it, I should say. Maybe that is even vaguely close to how you pronounce it. MC4 ooh, that is not what we want to see over here. Not at all. And there's a proper house over there as well. Did as much damage as I could before it passed. And with my forehand the same. I think he's gonna get in front of my guns again because his bridge is locked out. Or he'll run himself aground, it's also possible. Well, not aground, aground would be a ship. But we are not winning the coastal fight, and that's a real shame. So let's do something stupid and just rush out into the open here. Mission has been dealt with. Where is this guy exactly? Over there. Okay. There's yeah. There you all are, okay. Let's not attract the attention of that on the air just yet. Although, no, let's mess him up a bit. And let's put gunners on all targets as well. Get AP. Then can actually punish crew compartments, probably. Engines next, perhaps? Target front. What are you? Something I do actually need to deal with. Where is an AI? It seems the MEA got taken out there. Okay, no it didn't, it was a different MEA. So put this back on. I can ignore the AI for the time being. That I'm here. It is a bit painful having those guns elevate so slowly to get to the other side of the ship. Why? That is really painful. So you really want to try and keep the targets on the same side of the ship the entire time. Player, it is a player, so it needs to die. Else it will kill me. And we don't want that to happen, do we? It goes to air targets because there's now a few air targets up. 40's moving out of my gun arc, so reversing would help. I'll let it go through T1 or 2. Don't see any torpedoes in this tube. Never mind, he launched one. But if you keep moving, I think we should be fine. We might not be. Might not be. We'll be fine. And there is another one, yeah. Fantastic. Mark out that's 45 or 37 all in the back. Put a Mitsuki here now, please do them, yeah. That would be really great. Just torpedo it or something. Although, never mind. If we were to get torpedoed by another boat himself, it would be very awkward. I think, with our remaining 28% crew, we'll go investigate what's going on over at the seapoint. Shoot, sir. Which might give us some trouble. There. Fine. Good. Alive for the time being. And the AI light crew light SF-40 light took me out as I was turning my guns. The AI did what the players couldn't, and that sank me. So we use a backup, and we'll go investigate the sea point. Although I get the feeling it's no longer necessary. And before I get my AP on it, is that Amiens will be out of gun range again. That Wellington is going for it though. Shouldn't work too much though. Big mediums, bombers like that, you really don't want to dive in like that. We managed to neutralize the C point, and he's capturing A, but that's fine as long as we can get to the C point. There's an S-100 out here though, but I'm not too afraid about the German Schnellboats on this thing.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
And even if the Amiens tries to push up, we can deal with it.
Captured most of the strategic zones. The victory is near.
Let's just preload the AP. So we can just slap the others straight in the engines whenever it decides to come around the corner. If it decides to come around the corner. If it doesn't just get destroyed with a Mitsuki right on behind it. Right on its tail. And there it goes. I've been blessed with another target. And some more RP. And the maximum skill bonus too, that's always good to see. And game's over before I could get his hands at one. And yeah, another good chunk of RP. But I think that for tonight I'm going to cut it short. And actually leave it at that for tonight. Because I want to do some other channel stuff really. And I think it's best I work on that. So, thank you all for watching. I will be back next week. I hope to do these streams weekly once again. And I have some plans next week, and if all goes well, there should be some videos out. The update summary is well in the works. It should be out next week if I can really get behind it, as well as maybe some other things. But anyways, thank you all for coming to watch, and I will see you next week live and maybe in video form as well. So yeah, thank you all for coming to watch, and I'll see you soon, I guess.